just back from seeing Batman v Superman, and wow, let me tell you, it is amazing, but very dark. I noticed that the darkness happens quite early on in the film, and it was really well written, and what can I say without spoiling it? It was really good. The darkness, it is quite dark, but yeah, it was like had a really good balance of humour, quite dry humour in places. The themes and topical issues that when I see these type of issues in comic book films, I'm like, that's nicely done. I mean, it's still quite hard topics to get into, but it was like really well done. It kind of didn't reveal it till the next scene, which I don't really want to go into, just in case anyone hasn't seen the film, but they leave kind of clues in the scenes. Lex Luthor, wow, his character, as soon as he came up on screen, I was like, yeah, I'm not so sure we're supposed to believe you or trust you. But let's just say that he does cause a bit of well, kind of more than a bit of mayhem. I'm not telling you why though. But yeah, no, he is quite a complex character. I don't really know enough about Lex Luthor as a character, but wow, he is quite he's quite interesting and unique. And just the right amount of action. Amy Adams's character, Lois Lane, she was amazing. She really was awesome. I really like her, how strong-willed she is, because she gets to be the hero in a few scenes. She does try to she tries to help. That's all I will say. But she is really good. I really like Lois Lane. I like Wonder Woman. I like the men as well. Don't get me wrong, they're really good characters. But all of the characters in this film, from start to finish, were very flawed. And I thought the idea the ideas and characters they had in the first Man of Steel film, they were really good. They were brought in at different parts, but you got to know them as well. And there were some very touching scenes in this film, as well as dark scenes. You also had the Mexican holiday, which is on the same day as our Halloween, which is known as Day of the Dead, Mexico. I did do some research on that, and basically because I was interested in it, and you see it again in the film towards the end, but they did have a lot of ethnicities involved in this, and I'm not the biggest fan of bagpipe music, I will be honest, but I did think, oh, that's nice that they're playing traditionally Scottish music. And I'm not gonna say what scene that's in, but it is towards the end. But there is a lot of sides in Batman v Superman. I didn't know whose side I would be on, because I think that all the superheroes were flawed, very much like the villains. And I like that. I like the way they're doing that now, because I've noticed in a few superhero films that all of the main characters are flawed. Yeah, which I think plays really well, but they do it so subtly. They're very subtle about it. You have to really look at the times when they're up close. They're very cunning about that. I was like feeling, okay, so Superman's got to basically do what you tell him to do, to protect the people he loves and cares about, while trying to save everyone. I'm not really wanting to go into too much detail, but I was like, what does he have to do? What will he do and what should he do? That's kind of the question you find yourself thinking about. And from my perspective, if I was a writer, I kind of think that how would this be written, you know? But the action is amazing. It really was. It had a lot of moments for the girl powers, the girls like Amy Adams, Lois Lane, and Gal Gadot, I think. I'm really sorry, but I don't know how to pronounce her name. But I've seen her in Fast and Furious films, and she is really good. She is amazing. And as soon as she came on, I knew who she was. But that's the thing. You don't need to be a massive comic book fan to know who all of the characters are, because they give you certain clues in it. I found that they were leading up to introducing all of the characters. I mean, I'm new to the Batman, Superman and Justice League characters, but I do know most about them, most of them. But how they lead on to it is going to be okay. Whose side are you going to be on? And will they fight? Will they protect the people? Will they use the powers for good or evil? I mean, basically that's what the superhero argument is about. That is one of the topics in this film anyway, but the director is amazing. I'm just gonna double check the director's name. Zack Snyder, he is the director, and I think I've seen a couple of his films, but I would be really interested to see more superhero films. I kind of like DC, but I'm more into Marvel, but DC is good as well, yeah. But all I can say is, for this film, 10 out of 10. Even though I did find some of it a bit, okay, wow, hitting on very serious topics in the start of the film, but it had me on the edge of my seat for the whole film. I was like thinking, this is really intense, but it also works. But Henry Cavill as Superman is amazing. I haven't seen any of the other Superman films. I've only seen Man of Steel. So right now, I think he's probably my favourite Superman. I say probably because I do think that the other Superman stories are good. I'm not too sure if I'm more the animated series or live action. I really don't know yet. I've heard that there are different versions of Superman's characters, which I would be interested in seeing if there's. But yeah, Batman, I really like. I think that Ben Affleck is really good. Is he my favourite? I'm not really too sure. But I do like Michael Keaton's Batman, Christian Bale's Batman, Ben Affleck. He's very good. I'm not too sure yet who is definitely my favourite Batman. But I am really looking forward to seeing more superhero films. Yeah, so all I can say is Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I really do think that it has great stories, great characters, and Wonder Woman, she was fantastic. Yeah, so I think that's all that's left to say is that I really hope that they bring out more female story lines and more female superheroes, because I would really like to see, because with all of the superheroes all have good stories, men and women, and a lot of the villains as well. I really want to see more villain-driven films, but also really superhero films in general, but mostly women. I would love to see more women characters getting their own films. I would really love to see that. But yeah, Superman or Man of Steel, brilliant. Batman v Superman, I think, is probably my favourite superhero film this month. Not too sure about the others, but yeah, this would have to be my favourite Batman themed film. So really good film. Go and see it. It is really good. It is brilliant, actually. And what else? Oh yeah. If there's any Game of Thrones fans, you might just recognise who's playing Aquaman. And yeah, brilliant film, and I had a really awesome time seeing it. Bye.